Oliver Glasner took over the Eagles, the London side Crystal Palace, after Roy Hodgson's departure in winter, and made Crystal Palace flying in Premier League, rocking up multiple wins and climbing up to a mid-table finish, because before under Hodgson they were actually fighting almost relegation. Players like Olise, SA, who has a massive future ahead of him, and even Mateta and other players in Crystal Palace hit another form like ever before. However, these Palace stars now, especially SA and Olise, will be hunted by the top clubs, and if you want to play at perhaps a realistic save, you might need to offload them, which means you will have the mission to rebuild the South London club for that money. I got a decent price for SA, around 35 million, and a bigger fee for Lisse, which was worth 55 million pounds, and that is a total of 90 million pounds combined from only these two player sales. And then you can, of course, as I did, move on a couple of squad players. I moved on Schlupp, Tompkins, and I also moved on Lerma in a swap deal plus cash deal, which I will show you later. And you can do that if you can't get rid of certain players. And of course I loaned out some too, so they can get more regular game time. Don't worry too much. I mean, even if SA and Olise are getting sold, you still have Wharton, who is a wonder kid in that midfield. You also have Dokoro, who can play in the midfield, a wonder kid too. You got players like Marke, Anderson, Henderson, Mateta. You have Munoz left, who is a really good wingback, even Mitchell. And then you have a 69 rated wonder kid in Franca, who can play as a number 10. So you could look to give him some regular game time here and there too. It will be then objectives if you're going to rebuild Crystal Palace. Well, now you got a 132 million pound transfer budget to rebuild Palace with, and I will start by creating a new attack, and there you maybe want to find two new wingers or number 10s, what you now prefer in Oliver Glasner's 3-4-2-1 system. Then of course you would like to strengthen the backline, because Crystal Palace doesn't have a left-footed center back, and you can of course strengthen with maybe a reserve right wing back, which I did, we'll show you later too. And you can also purchase a future star that's going to have a high potential too. Now we got rid of 5 players, and we have to bring in 5 new ones to replace these guys. And I started with the wingers / 10s, of course, and the first one was a marquee signing, and that was Kamada, the Japanese star from Lazio. Now he has been purchased by Palace in real life now as well, and I had to pay 34.7 million for him. He will slot really nicely into that cam role. That's the sort of position he's used with when he played for, I think, Frankfurt. Second wing spot, which is going to be the left side, I purchased Bergwijn for 7 million only. And I added Lerma in a swap deal there too to get the price down, because I wouldn't have any use for him either. Now, I regret this purchase a little bit. So you can look to bring in another winger if you want. I mean, there's plenty of options. Also signed a future star. It's not Jude Bellingham though, but it is little brother Joe Bellingham, and only purchasing for 2.4 million, signing him from Sunderland. I think we might strengthen the midfield here in Palace and have a couple guys for the future, so that's why I purchased him. Also mentioned that Palace might need a center back who is left-footed. Now, Richard got injured, and I didn't really want to sign a center back that's going to start every single game. I wanted to have someone that's going to just rotate and be a reserve center back, and that's why I purchased Clark Salter. And I also purchased as my final transfer, which was Fresneda from Sporting Lisbon, and I had to activate his release clause, which was worth 8.8 million. He's the one that's going to rotate with Munoz. He's a player that has a potential for the future. These were my 5 signings, and we actually gone plus 39.5 million. We're gonna be exact here. So we got plenty of money left if we want to maybe make another signing. The final thing we're gonna look at is just Oliver Glasner's style of play and system, and he uses a 3-4-2-1, and he likes to press after possession is lost in a mid block, but likes the press and the players to be compact when they're going to press. When attacking, they like to have a balanced attack, so it becomes more fluid. In terms of play instructions, they like their goalkeeper to be a sweeper keeper, and the right center back in this 3-back system likes to join the attack in some occasions. The wingbacks also joining the attack, bombing up and down throughout the whole game. The midfielders that sitting, I prefer only having one, so you can see what you would pick here. And for the number 10s, one of them will be roaming around and be that creative spark in this team. And then Mateta is just going to be the striker in the middle and going to add that box threat and be a real poacher in front of goal. And also be creative with your objectives and get more motivated by signing new players. And there is a player in Crystal Palace history who is called Jim Cannon, and he holds the record for the most Crystal Palace appearances in all competition, having played 660 matches. Maybe you can find a defender that can beat that record and become a club legend. You can also find maybe a goalkeeper that would break Hennessy's record and become a club and country legend. You can find a similar striker in Ian Wright and Peter Simpsons, who is the Crystal Palace top goal scorers throughout the season. So you can be creative here as well. Now Palace also has a rivalry between, of course, the London clubs, but they have also a rivalry between Millwall and Charlton. But you won't face them unless you're getting relegated, and we're gonna hope you won't get relegated with Palace. This is all for the Crystal Palace save. Now let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, which type of signings you would make for this Palace side, and I hope this save idea could be something you're looking into, and I hope you will have lots of fun. So thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'm out. Peace.